Hey guys, welcome back to our second episode of Baking Sunday. And in honor of Valentine's Day coming up in a few weeks, we're gonna be making some red velvet cupcakes today. Then we'll make a nice and light and fluffy cream cheese frosting to go on top of that, and we'll decorate them to be a little bit festive today. It's a little bit rainy and gloomy outside, so I'm gonna try to brighten up the place with some baking. So I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees. The recipe makes 12 cupcakes. We'll get some liners, line that tin if they want to come out. These are actually Christmas liners. I don't have any Valentine's Day ones, but they're red, so they'll work. They're not coming out though. Okay, there we go. Got that tin all prepared. We got our two mixing bowls. This large one here will be for creaming our butter and our eggs and our sugar together. And this smaller one will be for our dry ingredients. And we're gonna take our small bowl and we're gonna mix our dry ingredients together. So we're gonna start with that flour. Woo! As I try to throw the flour lid across the room. 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of flour. Put that right in there. Then you'll take 2 tablespoons. That will be all the flour that we need for now. You're gonna move on to your cocoa powder. I just have our regular Hershey's baking cocoa powder today, and it'll be 1.5 tablespoons. Got 2 tablespoons. I can't speak today. I don't know what it is. I'm tired. Really, the only thing that's gonna bring me to life is eating one of these cupcakes when I'm done. Moving on, we're gonna do 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Let's see if I can get through the rest of this video without pouring ingredients on the counter or dropping things. I'm not too hopeful. 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. You will also be using baking soda. So we've got our baking soda. It's a very small amount though. You're only gonna use 1/8 of a tablespoon, not a tablespoon, teaspoon of baking soda. Please don't use a tablespoon. I don't know what that will do to your cupcakes. It probably won't be good. Salt, 1/2 teaspoon. Don't do what I'm doing. Don't pour the salt into the measuring cup over your actual bowl. Don't use me as an example. Flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, baking powder, and our salt all in this. You're just gonna take a spoon. You know what, we're gonna use a fork. And you're just gonna whisk that together. All right, that's what it looks like now. Set that aside. I have 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter here. We're gonna soften that in the microwave for cream that butter and sugar together. Got our softened butter now, and now we're gonna add in that granulated sugar. I don't remember how much I'm supposed to put in. Bad instructor. 3/4 cup of sugar. Honestly, right now, baking is the only thing I look forward to. I don't even like Valentine's Day. I think it's stupid. And I just got out of a relationship, so I'm not looking forward to Valentine's Day. So I'm baking cupcakes. Handy dandy hand mixer, KitchenAid, Target, 40 bucks. Butter and sugar together. A buttery, sugary mess. And you're gonna cream that. Don't do it while the cord's in there. You're gonna cream that together for at least 2 minutes, but until it is nice and pale and fluffy, buttery, sugary mess. I don't know if I softened the butter enough. Probably didn't, but too late now. It's taking a long time. We're making progress though. Got that cream together, add in our eggs. We have 2 eggs here. We're gonna use 1 full egg and 1 yolk. So we're gonna go ahead and crack 1 egg into that mixture. Just got that yolk there, right in there. Don't really have a whole lot of use for just a plain egg white, so I don't know what to do with it in the moment other than throw it away. And we're gonna cream that in our butter and our sugar. We will add, lost my measuring spoons, teaspoon of vanilla. Haven't dropped anything else yet. I think that in itself is an accomplishment. Ah! I spoke too soon! All right, that was more than a teaspoon of vanilla. That's why you don't pour over the bowl. Well, we can't take it out, so we're mixing it in, and they'll just be really vanilla-y. This is not my best baking day, I will say that. I'm dropping things, I'm spilling ingredients. Guys, we're gonna alternate adding things into this big bowl with our wet ingredients. We've got our dry ingredients over here, and then the last ingredient we need is our buttermilk. We're gonna wanna go ahead and just take this a little bit. This will be half a cup of buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, you can actually use regular milk and lemon juice. And we're gonna alternate adding in our dry ingredients. Dump a little bit of the dry ingredients. Pour just a little bit of that buttermilk in there. And you'll just continue to do that until all of it's mixed together. All right, this is what we've got so far, our nice pale chocolate mix. Our red food gel coloring. Squirt about 1.5 teaspoons into the mix. I want it a little bit more red. So. Red velvet. What do you think? Do you think I should make it more red? I'm gonna make it more red. Guys, I can't. Tastes good, at least. I don't know what to do about this. More red. Threw the red food coloring into the bowl. Even the dog doesn't know what the heck I'm doing. Look at that judgment. Do you want to help? Oh, you're so perfect. We will divide our batter into those 12 cupcake liners that we have already set up. Got those ready to go in the oven. So we will bake these for 17 to 20 minutes at 350 degrees. You can check them at 17 minutes. Stick a toothpick or a fork or a knife into one of them, and if it comes out clean, they're ready to come out. If there's still a little bit of batter on that toothpick, then leave them in for another few minutes and then pull them out. Right, so we'll check those in about 17 minutes and see how they're coming. Our cupcakes are ready to come out right at 17 minutes, which is always nice when it meets the baking time. Right. Got those cupcakes. Some of them are a little uneven. This one had more batter in it, obviously, but we'll let these cool and then I will make that cream cheese frosting and we'll decorate them. So our cupcakes are all cooled off now. I have them on a cooling rack over here. It's time to make that cream cheese frosting. In this bowl, I have 1/2 cup or 1 stick of butter. We will soften this in the microwave. I've softened that butter. I'm gonna take that same hand mixer and we're gonna beat the butter with the mixer on high until it's pale and fluffy. All right, we're getting there. Then now that butter is nice and pale and fluffy. We're adding 4 ounces of cream cheese into this frosting cold. So this just came right out of the fridge. So I'll just cut this in half. Toss that in there. I haven't dropped anything yet now. In the evening, maybe I'm a little bit more functional. Now we'll mix this in with the butter. I can't do anything. Great. Disaster avoided. For our last ingredient for this frosting, we're gonna add in our confectioner sugar, just powdered sugar. Sift the powdered sugar in, 1/4 cup at a time, 2 cups total. This is not smart for me to be pouring this over, especially with my history today. But here we are. Ooh. Dumps the whole bag of powdered sugar into the mix. Normally I would do that. Got our nice cream cheese frosting to go on top of these cupcakes. Got a frosting bag. Just throwing things. Buttercream frosting tip here. Cut a hole in the bag and then the tip goes inside. That's what she said. Now cream cheese frosting is not the best for piping. It doesn't like to hold its shape very well. Let's see if I can even put this in here today. On the struggle bus right now. Yeah. This is just chaotic now. Some good shit though. Got the bag loaded. Ready to go. Cute little white sprinkles. Sprinkle onto these. All right, these are the finished product. So we've got our cupcakes here, and next week I will release a workout video. It'll be killer leg day, heavy deadlifts, heavy squats. I'll have that up either Monday or Tuesday. Then next weekend, another Baking Sunday video, and I am going camping and I will be documenting my very first camping trip with just me and my dog. So tune in for that. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your cupcakes if you make them.